Hello everyone, Shadefyre here, and it's finally time to return to the wasteland of Ashes 2063 with Episode 2, Ashes Afterglow, which I've been very excited about. This is one of the games I've been looking forward to most this year. Not just mods or anything like that, but games overall, and I'm glad to finally be getting into it. Now, I did actually already record a first episode of this that I have to redo here, because there were some patches that fixed potential soft locks later in the campaign that I thought it would be better to have, so it doesn't really matter too much since the first episode is all stuff that was in the demo, except for the tutorial, so it's not like I saw anything new. We are going to play the prologue, and I'm not sure if I should do... I guess I'll do survival, because that's close to the difficulty I was playing on before. Before it had a weird split where there was, survival scavenger or just survival, but here it's been simplified to just 5 difficulties. We're gonna do survival, because that's, that's the ultra-violence equivalent. A true survivor makes the most of what he has. Ammo is more scarce, and you take more damage, but so do your enemies. Play on survival. Man, that font is not good for this menu screen. Alright, the Spire. Now, I am going to turn off the HUD, because I think there's too much of it, and as far as I can tell, you can't scale it down. You've been here before. So we're going to go to display options, and we're going to just change this to the same minimized HUD that I used for my Ashes playthrough. Or was it only Dead Man Walking that I used that? Might have only been Dead Man Walking, but yeah. It's a nice HUD, it's just, I think it's too big. And as far as I can tell, you can't shrink it down. Also, I want to make sure one other thing is set correctly before we begin here. That is... message options. I want to make sure it is centered. Okay, yeah. Because I figure those are usually pretty tiny when I do these, so I found better settings that'll put them in the center of the screen at the top and make the text bigger. So, we're here in the building above the bunker. The basement of the Spire. Here's all the gear we get. We get a crowbar, we get the Athena statue, and we get our new and improved lantern, which you can now use with a weapon, making it way more viable as a flashlight than it was in the original game. You need to make a path out of here. They've also released Ashes Enriched, which is the first episode plus Dead Man Walking, with some of the improvements and new sprites and stuff from Afterglow backported. So if you want to replay that, there is an option to do it as well. Now I have this set to Dark Light Sector instead of Doom Light Sector. Dark is what Vostok recommended. That's what he's using, so it is meant to be kind of darker. Lantern with your crowbar or any pistol. Open the console to reread these messages. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing all the new content in this. Apparently, this is very long, even compared to the first episode. It's like 18 maps, but they are the big open kind of explorable maps like we saw in the demo. Who's this dead fella? This doesn't look like a familiar corpse. Press the journal to check your notes. So yeah, we have a journal now to keep track of the quests that we accept, since it is nice to have that instead of having to go back to the town to talk to the person you got the quest from, if you can't remember it. So objects can be broken. As well as some objects can be carried, like this med kit, which we can switch off. I like that faint laughing in the background of this track. It sounds like the distraction clown from Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Okay, so we do have to reload. It is one of those sort of gzdoom mods. And a lot of the time when we see these canisters against a wall, it means they will blow a hole in them. That's something to keep in mind, as that's how you find a bunch of the secrets, I think. We also have the boot knife, which is now just its own button, meaning you can use it with any weapon instead of just the pistols. It does mean that the pistols don't have a secondary fire, but we might get one later as we upgrade them, since they do have a number of upgrades you can do for all the weapons now. Why did you let it out? I think we can guess who that's referring to, considering how 2063 ends. Radiation is deadly. We still have our radiation meter. I feel like the radiation meter in this version of the HUD is a little too skinny. Oh, yeah, I let it go over the green. So it's a little hard to see exactly how much radiation you have accumulated. But as long as it stays in the first segment of the radiation meter, you don't have to worry about taking damage. Got a little monitor here, another very long shaft down to the bunker. And we've run out of light, which has to be recharged via sunlight. Over here is just an infinite loop. So, as we know in games, when you get stuck in a loop like this, the best thing to do is just go backwards. That usually fixes it. Air raid sirens. She will take away everything that you love. Which, you know, for the Scaver, I don't think that really accounts for much. Like, he's got his bike. He probably loves his bike. We did fight through a whole gang of bandits just to get that bike back. Hunted them down to their nuclear power plant. Okay, sunlight out here. We'll recharge our lantern. So we're back out in the city. Still looking pretty grim, what with the storm and all. And there's nowhere to run. So yeah, that was just a dream. It has been a few days now, and I finally feel healed enough to move. A good thing too, since my money and goodwill with the town is running low. I've picked an area of the city not far from the station that looks like it hasn't been looted too heavily. Hopefully I can grab some breakfast or tools, at least. Unfortunately, I don't have much in the way of equipment. Just my revolver, crowbar, lantern, a few bullets, and an empty backpack. Guess I'm back to square one again. Still, the place looks quiet, the rad count is low. This should be a good run, if my luck holds out. Before him, dusted in sand, lies the ruins of the city. So yeah, this is right where the demo starts, somewhere in the city. And I'm gonna remember to overwrite my previous save. So yeah, we're in it now. I think I know where all the secrets in this first level are. I don't remember if I got all the secrets in the demo. But when I first recorded this episode, I got 6 out of 7, and I think I know where the 7th one is. Just based on replaying it back. And of course, another thing to look forward to is a new full soundtrack by Primal, who did a very good soundtrack for the first episode. So we want to pick up as much junk as we can, because it is our money, and I think that'll be more important now than it was in the first episode, because we will be frequently returning to town and thus have the opportunity to shop. And that's also how we get some of our upgrades. Since I think we spend junk to just build the upgrades ourselves instead of buying them from the shop. So the demo was pretty substantial, which means we'll probably be in familiar territory for most of the next few episodes, but after that, it's all going to be new. And I think the demo was only like 3 maps. There was the Flooded District, there was the Bandit Base, there might have been a 3rd one, can't remember now. Alright, speaking of bandits, we got 2 of them standing here, so let's see if we can do a little knife work before they get a chance to get a shot off and warn their friends. Oh, well, I guess I warned them. Alright, well. So on this difficulty, the revolver is pretty much a one-shot kill on these guys. And auto-aim is turned off, so I do actually have to aim more than I normally would. meat. So yeah, it looks like they just pulled up and started looting this place too, figuring it was untouched like we did. I believe these are the Rippers. I can't remember what the gang from Dead Man Walking was called if they were not the Rippers. But we wiped them out, so it's definitely not the same bandits. And I think in the Enriched Edition, they actually got new sprites to differentiate them from the Rippers. Okay. Got an Ashes 2063 arcade machine and a shotgun. Oop. So this supermarket has a lot of folks in it. So there's these guys here, however, there's one guy over here that snuck up on me last time. I forgot there's a guy pissing in here. We'll take him out first. And we'll grab those pills if we need them afterwards, because you can't carry them around. Alright, can I assassinate these guys as well? This might be a tough one. There is guys, like, right next to them. Alright. Nobody heard that? Makes things easy for us. So yeah, like these secrets I remember from the demo even. There's one there, and then there's one over here. We got the Mancubo brand. There's a lot of little Doom references like that in here, as you'd expect from a total conversion. But I think they're all pretty cutely done. Okay, first aid kit. That'll come in handy if we can manage to not use it for this level. Not gonna go out there just yet. Well, we did find our breakfast. There was a bunch of food lying around. Filling up on beans and sugar bombs. And Dinky D. Whenever you need to feed your dog meat. Definitely want to take those bullets. Since we are on the survival difficulty, is it survival or scavenger? I think it was survival. Bullets are going to be in short supply, so we're going to pick up every bit we can find. Aisle 5, the pain aisle. Was that a reference to the Super Duper Mart in Fallout 3? Because I feel like I remember there being a pain aisle in that as well. And there's the guy we just killed. So, I'm not going to be using full sprint very often because that's how you run into a bunch of bullets. Okay, there's more than behind that. Oop. Well, that was an unnecessary explosion. I wasn't trying to hit that. But yeah, sprinting around is going to get me shot in the face, so we're not going to do it very often. Some unfortunate was standing on the other side of this. Okay, so there's a lot of them in here, too. I think we're going to need to use that first aid kit after all. And we got some pit fiends here, the favorite pet of the raiders. You can probably take these out with melee. Unfortunately, these guys also have the high ground here. I think we're going to hear that line a lot, though. No one's going to take this place over. Okay, I got to get up there. He just ejected himself at me, as will sometimes happen when enemies die. I can jump up here. I think I could have just jumped from there anyway, but up here. Lower the ladder in case we fall off. got everyone. Oh. Shit, that was a lot of damage. He comes around this corner, I can just miss my melee. Well, that hurt. Last time that shotgun guy came out onto the balcony, so I just shot him from afar. President John Romero. Got some shotgun shells for us. So I'm not going to open this door because that's going to release trouble. And I think there is the secret I didn't get over here. You have to do like a weak jump, I think, to get on these. Because if you do a full jump, you'll just hit it and bounce off. That. So yeah, there's a door up there, which I believe is the secret I didn't get last time. I'm still using too much jump. I think I can do a crouch jump, but crouch jumps are really awkward in Doom, because you have to do them like as soon as you're in the air, instead of when you're about to hit the ledge like you would in Half-Life. I did one there, but I just slid off. I almost feel like you move a little too fast in Ashes for the type of gameplay it normally wants you to do. See, I'm just hitting my head on that fucking ceiling. Maybe just don't sprint. Maybe I'll just do a regular jump. There we go. Just some armor scraps, but that's another secret to scratch off. Alright, so before we go forward, let's grab that one heal back here, because we're gonna need it. That was like 2 solid fuck-ups back-to-back with the exploding fire extinguisher and then the shotgun guy. But I felt like in 2063, it was never really unrecoverable when you fucked up like that. There's actually some more right here. There was usually enough heals to come back from a bad situation instead of like, oh, I might as well start over. Now, we did waste all that armor we had. Okay, save here. So when I open this, these guys are going to come up behind me. The background seems more detailed than I remember the ones in 2063 being. Up that ladder. Head over to the Video Nasty. Rental, new and used. Posters, not pirated, no way, never, ever. We'd never do something like that at the Video Nasty. So I'm pretty sure you wouldn't call your store Video Nasty, because Video Nasties were instead the videos themselves. You know, the exploitation type films. Okay, more armor scraps. I do feel like it's a waste of ammo to use the good ammo on the pit fiends. The knife seems to kill him pretty good, though. Even though I think I hosed him down with bullets first. Got a poster for the Lost Boys, which I only saw for the first time, like, 2 weeks ago. It's pretty decent. It's very 80s. Like, aesthetically and also just kind of thematically. Then we got Back to the Future. I think that's Back to the Future 3. I've never seen Back to the Future 2. I've seen 1 and 3 and just never really felt the need to rectify that. And of course, they are indeed pirating the VHS tapes by copying them. That way you only need to buy 1 of each for your store, your rental store. You just make copies. Okay. I think that's almost everything here. Nope. Take that. So we're at 7 of 7. Remember that too. And I think that is actually a requirement to progress. You have to pick up this junk over here, otherwise that line won't play and this door won't open over here where all these guys come in. They're bunched up enough, you can just open up on them. Oop, oop. I was trying to conserve some heavy bullets. Good thing they take a moment to aim before they fire. So shotgun shells seem especially in demand. Like, we're getting maybe one off of these guys. GTFO survival hamper. 60 tins ham, 99 bobby pins, 10 rolls of tape, and 20 bottles of cola. That definitely seems like it's a Fallout reference as well, because those are all things that come in handy. So yeah, here's kind of an open area that leads us down to Michonne Station, the station we're staying at. I think this is a door that leads to the bandit base. I can't remember, but I know we can't get in there right now. Welcome to Purgatory. Population... Can't tell if that's a 0 or a backward 6. Yeah, I don't think there's anywhere we can go from here. A nice little detail, we've got the entrance that we dropped in from at the start of the map. Just like the first map of 2063. But I like that kind of consistency because, you know, we didn't just fall from a mysterious hole off the map. We actually entered from a logical place after coming out of Michonne Station here. Alright, so let's head down. And you can tell it's the exit level because it'll have one of these signs. And then you run up and hit it. So yeah, we can backtrack, you know, as we want between these maps as we will pick up quests that require us to. Oh, I think I also have the map set to look like Strife instead of using the default Ashes one because I just think it's a little more clear. I feel the Ashes one is a little faded. It's hard to tell in certain areas. Our cream can't fix everything, but it smells nice. Finish bike repairs, talk to Riggs. So we gotta get back to the station, talk to Riggs, and find out what we need to get our bike running. I don't really know how our bike got broken. We kind of just left it at the station. Well, in my playthrough, it fell off the bridge, so we kind of left it down there, but I think Riggs actually recovered it. Because you don't get to drive it all the way to the station. Also, we gotta make sure to search all the garbage cans. So I think I'm not gonna bother exploring this area right now, because if I remember correctly from the demo, you can't do anything down here anyway until you pick up the quests, because the areas will all be locked off, so we'll just go to the station first. Fear has 8 legs. Again. Arachnocide 2. I never actually looked in to see if that was just a map. Or perhaps a megawad. Hedon. It's time for Axtinction. Or Axtion. Which is a game that I own, another retail total conversion, but still haven't checked out. I probably should now that the second episode has been released for that as well. Hokey Foods Market. I think that says Hokey. Open 9 days a week. Pretty sure that's where we just were. Information. We dead. All you need to know. Alright, so we got this main area here where we can charge up our light. Anywhere we see light coming through like this underground is where you can charge up your light. And I feel like we'll have to do that quite often, but hopefully we can upgrade how much battery it carries. It would be a nice upgrade to have. Alright, so that's a dead end. There are 3 secrets in this area, but again, I don't think we can reach them just yet. Oh, actually, can we go in this thing? I remember there being a train car, but I think that was just one of the Ashes maps and not the demo. Oh, no, it was this one. Alright, this is probably a secret. Nope, just a junk spot. Well, we're doing all right in scrap cash right now. I think we'll be able to get an upgrade when we're back in town. Remember how I said I wasn't going to explore because there's no reason to? I mean, it says there are 69 enemies around. Nice. But that means that if we go the wrong way, I think we'll get in trouble. I think I do remember there being enemies up here. Yep. I remember them being up here and raining fire down on me from this ledge up here. I was gonna say, as long as I stay near the ledge, they can't hit me, but obviously they can, with only a very slight amount of sight. Though it is worth pointing out again that these are not hit scan enemies anymore. They actually have a projectile that can be avoided, making them a little less dangerous if you're moving. Oop. Still more of them up there. Oh, fuck. Alright, I think we killed everybody. Used almost all my heavy bullets, and almost all my other bullets. So it's time to go up there and replenish. Okay, so those pit beans came out of here. Nothing in there, though. I think that went better than last time, but I don't remember. My dead city. So maybe this leads to the raider base. Ooh, look at all these guns. That wasn't actually that much ammo, but better than getting nothing. Drinks and snacks. I think I remember there being some ghosts around here somewhere, too. Ghosts and possibly a submachine gun. Gang life. Ooh, early sawed-off. I couldn't remember if the sawed-off was still a separate weapon or if it had just been made into an upgrade. I think it is a separate weapon that we can then turn into like a triple barrel shotgun. Pretty sure that was one of the upgrades. Get out of here, stalker. However, on this difficulty, the shotgun does seem like it's pretty much going to be our oh shit weapon that we bust out when things get rough. Okay, I think that's all we can do there. So we did do a little bit of exploring, but I'm going to head over to the station now. Another stalker reference, such as life in the zone. So yeah, we got a couple offshoots here that lead to other maps. But there's the friendly station. I think there is one more thing we want to grab. Maybe it's farther away. There's like a little stash room near here. If you go up a ladder. Can't remember where it is exactly, though. Turn back or die. Okay, no. That does lead to one of the other maps. I remember that much. So let's get to the station and pick up our quests before we go to the areas where those quests trigger, because it is possible, I think, to fuck up some of those quests by completing their objective before you actually pick them up. Well, well, if it ain't our friendly neighborhood fire starter. Listen up. You've worn out your welcome. I'm giving you a day to clear out. Then we throw you out. Understood? Some welcome. Why so frosty? Keep it up, smartass. We don't like trouble here. Trouble is anything that involves mutants, and you, mister, are big goddamn trouble. I'm officially telling you to go find somewhere else to go cause it. What mutants? Did something happen? You don't know? 2 days after they dragged you back here, it was like a 2-week-long, 24-hour bring-a-pal mutant convention. Non-stop, day and night. Gone through more ammo in the past few days than I normally do in a month. So what am I supposed to do now? Go see Riggs in his shop. He's been looking for you. And don't give me any of your excuses. I don't have time for you. I have a town full of people to keep safe. Whatever. Whatever, man. You want the job? Go find us some coffee. It's quiet down here. Almost too quiet. So yeah, it's not really worth talking to the generic folks because they never have anything to say. But here's Riggs, and here is our bike. Scavenger, you're up. Don't worry about the captain. How you feeling? What's his beef? Like I said, don't worry about it. I'll have a little talk with him later. What about you? You look like hell. Better. Just been out for a little stroll. How's my bike doing? Already? Man, I don't know how you do it. Your bike? Well, we'll talk about that later. You should have seen the state you were in when they pulled you back here. Nothing much. Radiation sickness, cuts and grazes. Oh, and a skyscraper fell on me. That was pretty bad. Sounds it. You'll have to tell me about it later. Go see Violet at the bar. She was worried about you. And stay clear of the captain for now, unless you want to get chased out of town. Alright, I'll come back later. So our bike is not in working shape right now, but we need it to progress to the next part of this game, so it's going to be kind of our main objective. We also have a workbench here, which we can use to upgrade. Let's see, what do we got? Tier 1, extended barrel and improved sights. Increases damage by 30%, requires 150 junk. And this thing already does pretty good damage, so that's a good upgrade. But that's 150 junk, which we don't have. I don't think we can afford any upgrades yet. 150 junk. Tacticool, laser accuracy mod. Decreases spread by 50%, requires 150. Yeah, I think it's 150 no matter what. So we can put a blade on our thing to make it into a better melee attack, because the secondary fire is just a punch otherwise. And the sawed-off, super sawed-off, triple mod. Yeah, so we don't have enough junk for any of that yet. Gotta do some quests, pick up more money. And also, you know, access more areas. Sup, Scav? Need some ammo? You got any weapons for sale? Sure, I still have some shotguns for sale, pump action, with or without graffiti. Also got a fine selection of 9mm pistols. Maybe you could get an upgrade over that old-ass revolver. Hey, we could do a trade. I need a grenade launcher. What? No way, man. Even if I had any of those left. No way I'm selling it. Just one of those things could wipe out an entire town. You know what that means? I could get almost double what I was charging before, selling it to the gangs. You got anything better? Sorry, man. All my special stuff has already been stolen. But don't sweat it. Or sold. Not stolen. As soon as Riggs sorts out the ammo problem, we'll be getting back to making some new killing gear. So yeah, if we do a quest for Riggs to get more ammo printing materials, I think we'll get some more options from this guy, which was not something you could actually get the result of in the demo. What ammo problem? We're running out. That's the problem. Guards used up a ton in the last few raids, and the mutants keep coming. We're using up brass quicker than we can refill it. And right now, there ain't much getting refilled. Why's that? Riggs is saying he needs primers for the bullets, that he can't make any more until he gets some. That's why I've had to raise the price. You'll have to go next door and ask him if you want to know more, my dude. Know where I might be able to find any? You know, I'm not too sure. It used to be an old survival store in the flooded district, back when we used to run the gangs. The place got cleaned out years ago, though. Might still be a few left lying around there if no one found them and realized what they were. Flooded district? Where's that? That's what we call the East Downtown area. but the bit wasn't all smashed to pieces. Head upstairs behind Violet's place. The entrance is on the east-west platform. Oh, and bring hip waders, my dude. It's a fucking swamp this time of year. I might check that out. Thanks. Hey man, the sooner you can start filling brass, the sooner we can start putting it to good use. I'll be here if you need something sooner, though. Alright, so we'll ask Riggs about that, but first we gotta talk to Violet. We've got the arena over here, which we're not gonna bother with yet. I think we can't actually go out this area at all. This is where we originally came into the station. This is it, isn't it? There's nowhere left to run. I mean, hey, better in here than out there, my dude. Alright. So Violet's here in the Angel's arms. Welcome. We accept gas, scrap, ammo, and chems. No slavers. The last stop. The only bar in town. This all started because of you scavengers. Also, I think all of the scavengers in the station are dead. They all died in the storm last time before we went into the spire. Okay, we got the dock here. The pudgy man peers at you over his spectacles. Ah, my errant former patient reappears. Clearly the concept of rest and recuperation is an alien concept to your kind. I trust you aren't undoing all my work saving your life, yes? I may have gotten into a little trouble. You bloody fool! Look at the state of you! I expect you think I'm here just to patch you up every time you catch a bullet or take a nap in the fallout zone. Well, you'll pay my fee this time. I can't waste all my supplies on you lunatics. I'll live. I'm here to ask you something. Questions. Ugh. Unless they relate to medicine, I'm not likely to be able to help you. Please keep it short. Do you know who it was who found me? Another scavenger type. I didn't catch his name. I believe Violet is familiar with him. He dropped you here with what little you were carrying and left without saying anything. At least to me. Charming fellow. Did he not leave any of my stuff? If I recall correctly, just your pistol, a crowbar, some bullets, your lantern, an empty backpack. Oh, and that rather fetching statue of that now adorns the bar. I imagine he probably took the rest of your belongings as compensation for your timely rescue. Fair trade, if you ask me. How bad was I, Doc? You had a cracked rib, serious concussion, multiple cuts and grazes, oh, and a rather nasty case of radiation sickness. We had you on the radio Gardas treatment for the entire time you were here. Miraculous that you recovered at all, let alone so soon. And then I could just ask him the same question about, did he have any of my stuff? Where you from, Doc? I only recently moved here. I was originally from another station, East Point. You can get there by following the blue line eastbound from here. Well, you used to be able to. They had to collapse that tunnel after we fled. What were you running from? Mutants, attacking the barricades. I've never seen so many. They were almost maddened. We weren't ready, not in the slightest. They broke right through our defenses, running straight through the gunfire. It was a disaster. I'm sorry to hear about that. I learned my trade there, you know. Carried out my first procedure. A shame. It was a lovely station. Right next to the old public gardens. Much more agreeable than this place. It kind of sounds like the station from Metro 2033. Right next to the gardens. Overrun. Alright, well, I don't think we need anything from Doc just yet. I don't remember him having any quests for us. Got the mushroom farm back here, where I think these are for the alcohol. The glowing mushrooms. I wonder if this is a secret. It says there are 3 secrets in this. Well, this is still the outdoor area, so I don't know if that counts. Hopefully this doesn't kill that guy. I'm gonna save first, just in case. Okay. I was worried one of these people would explode and then the guards would murder me. We got no mutants allowed here, right next to the logo for the website of the Fallout fan site, which is still kicking. You got questions, go see Violet or the captain. I'm not a tour guide. shifty-looking trader. The man breaks into a wolfish grin. Ah, a scavenger! Now here is an individual who understands the value of salvage. Am I right? And I got the best in town. Wanna see? What do you sell, exactly? Oh, I got all kinds of stuff here, kid. Take a look. I got cigarette lighters, gas mask filters, steel cap boots, maybe a glow-in-the-dark watch? I just know I got something here for you. Okay, let's see what you have. Name's Gerard, by the way. Pleasure to meet you, you know. The moment I saw you, I could tell. This is a guy who gets shit done. He doesn't need crap. You need quality. You won't believe the offer I'm about to make. Okay, Gerard, look. First things first, I can see you use a respirator. Good thinking. Never know when you might run across a chemical spill. But is it as effective as it needs to be? How about one of these full gas masks, huh? Guaranteed safety. These look a little small. No? How about one of these fine watches? You get caught out in a rad storm, need to lay low, but how you can attract time? Look at this one here, glows in the dark. Genuine American radiation technology. Yeah, that does look pretty. Not for you, huh? I completely understand. You don't live by gadgets, you live by your wits, your guts, your balls. You need a knife. Not just any knife. This MacGyver knife comes with 12... No, wait, there's another... 13 different tools included. Value. That's really nice, but... Okay, how about this little wind-up radio? You know, all kinds of broadcasts are popping up all over the place. You don't want to be hearing this stuff a month later. With this, you can have the freshest news right in the palm of your hand. Just spin real fast and listen. Hey, I used to have one of those. Wait, let me see that one. Ah, you like this, huh? Look, no batteries needed. He starts rapidly winding the crank on the radio making a quiet whine as it charges. Wait. Eventually, he stops whining and turns on a little switch on the side. Static hisses from the speaker. See? Easy as that. No batteries, no fuss. You could pick up all kinds of stuff on this. How much? For you, I'll give you a great offer. $100 in scrap or dollars. How does that sound? I feel like this will tie into something later if we have this. That's a little steep for a novelty. Would you settle for 50? I can't go that low, and this is no novelty. This is a very rare piece of pre-war engineering. Just think of what you could be missing out on if you pass up this now. I think we'll come back for that later, when we've got some scrap to spare. Since, like I said, we're going to be in this town for a bit, so we don't have to buy everything right up front like we did in the previous episode. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to stare. Don't look at me like that. Power glove. It's so bad. Though that is not a quote on the quality of the power glove, but that's a quote from The Wizard, where a kid is amazed by his own power glove. He's just like, look at it, it's so bad. Is that? Okay, I can't actually fit through here. I was like, can I jump onto that ledge to get to a secret? Alright, so we're probably gonna wrap up before we actually head out, but I guess we should talk to Violet, and then that'll be a good place to stop once we have some missions for next time. Doom City Laser Tag. Looking forward to returning there. Video games, not for babies. Okay, this doesn't lead anywhere yet. So yeah. I think this is actually the place that leads to the flooded district. Come over here. Let's have a chat. There's our statue. Hey, Sleeping Beauty. I didn't know you were up and about. How are you? Much better, thanks. Good to hear it. We didn't know if you were gonna pull through. I've never seen anyone walk away from a night in a rad storm. I don't think the captain was too happy to see me. Oh, did the captain bother you? That's sourpuss. I'll talk to him, don't you worry. He's just angry. He'll cool off in a few days. See, I feel like her character is very different from when you meet her here in the previous episode, when she's just kind of like, she doesn't want any of your shit. Whew. You picked the wrong time to come visit, Scavenger. I don't know what stirred up those cannibals, but they are angry. We've had attacks every few hours, days. It's crazy. Yeah, it seems the guards think it was my fault. I doubt it. This always happens every now and then. A lot of people forget. The mutants were here long before this settlement was started. They probably see us as the invaders. Don't worry about it, really. I'll try. Have you got a moment? Of course, anything you need. Just give me a shout. I'd love to hear this big story about the tower. She drops a tall glass of something in front of you. What is this? A new invention of mine. I call it the Angel's Kiss. Try it. It's on the house. You see spots for a moment. The taste is interesting. So, how was it? Wow, this stuff has a kick. Nice. Not sure about the aftertaste. She takes the glass from you. Maybe a little more fruit next time, if I can find any. Hey, it's a work in progress. Fungus brewing is hard, you know. How do you like the statue? Oh, I love it. All my customers ask about it. Do you like the new name? The Angel's Arms. I much prefer it to the old name. It really gives the place that real snuggly feeling. I don't think she's supposed to be an angel. Oh, and how would you know? Not every angel needs wings. What else would she be? Of course she's an angel. A guardian angel. You're a guardian angel, from the sound of it. I'm pretty sure her name is Athena. She's like an ancient Greek goddess, or something. Oh, well, poop. I'm not changing the name again, and it's not like anyone else knows. You know what? Fuck it. This statue isn't a goddess, okay? She's an angel now, because I say so, end of story. Sticks her tongue out at you. Whatever. I hope it was worth it. It wasn't easy getting it out. I can imagine. You were in such a state when you were brought in. What happened in the Spire anyway? We heard the tower collapse from all the way over here. How did you even survive? I don't remember. There was a big mutant that came down an elevator. We ended up fighting, and then the whole place started coming down. I woke up here. We never did find out the connection between the mutants and the Spire, if Athena had something to do with that or not, or if they were just drawn there for some other reason. Oh wow, that sounds terrifying. Was there anything else? Riggs was saying you found the voice from the radio, but it was some kind of talking machine, is that right? I don't really know. It said it was some kind of AI, but as soon as I turned the power back on, that big freak turned up. I don't know what happened after that. No people? No one at all? Oh, that's a shame. I was hoping we'd have some new neighbors. High-tech ones, with cool gizmos. All gone now. Probably for the best. Who knows what that thing would have done if it got out of there? Do you mean the AI or the big-ass mutant? How about both? Although, a super smart robot woman sounds kinda cool. Kinda like me, really. Except I don't need batteries. She laughs at her own joke. Right. Something else? What'll it be? I mean, we were supposed to talk to her, so we do need information. I need information. What do you need? I'm a font of all kinds of bartendery wisdom. Most of it's true. Wink. I need to know what happened after I was brought back here. Oh, it's been insane. After that scavenger dragged you back, the whole city went nuts. The mutants here really got it in for us these days. I'm surprised all the gunfire didn't wake you. Who brought me back here? I don't remember. Oh, that was Walker. He's a scaver, like you. Well, sort of. Comes in every now and then to trade. I've never seen him help anyone before, though. He didn't say much either, just dropped you off at the doc's place, then left. I think he took my stuff. Really? He didn't look like he was carrying that much. And he left your pistol, and your lantern, and the statue. You sure you didn't drop it all? You were under a falling building, but if you really think it was him, why don't you ask him? What else do you know about this Walker guy? Not a lot, really. He kind of keeps to himself. I know he's been here in the city for a pretty long time, but he doesn't seem to like people very much. He doesn't like questions either, so try not to ask him too many. You might get more out of him, but I sure didn't. Alright, where does this guy live? Walker lives in the flooded district, I think. I've never been myself. all that radiation would ruin my complexion. But I'm pretty sure he said he found an old church that he quite liked. Maybe you could try there. Be careful, though. I hear it's pretty dangerous. Tell me about the flooded district. You can get there from the south gate. Just turn left and take the east tunnel. You'll find a platform down there, stairs leading up. It's a big place, by the way. A lot of it is the upper levels of the mall. Good salvage, but pretty dangerous. Anywhere else that's good for scavenging? Oh, loads of places. I would try West Side first. There was a factory there at one point. The flooded district is also a pretty good place for salvage, apparently. That's what I've heard, anyway. So West Side is where the bandit hangout is. Tell me about West Side. How do I get there? West Side is easy to get to. Take the tunnel. Right as soon as you leave through the south gate. I hear there's an abandoned motorcycle factory up that way. I bet that would help you if you needed parts. Be careful, though. Your new gang was trying to move in there. Alright, I think that's all we're going to get out of her for now. She has quests for us, but I don't think she'll give them to us until we talk to Riggs again. So, we're going to end it here now that we've kind of set up what we're doing and what we're working on in the beginning of Ash's Afterglow. I am excited to continue, and I hope I'll see more of you there next time. But until then, y'all take care.